Welcome to Paper Wishes Weekly Webisodes. I'm Lene Gehrig, and today I have some special occasion boxes that my friend Debbie and I made using Simply Made craft cutting dies, and I can't wait for you to see them. So come play with us. The first die set is the Gable Box die set. As you can see, it includes 19 dies, and let me show you all of these wonderful dies. Ooh, here is the box die. It's pretty large. So it takes one sheet of 12 by 12 cardstock or other specialty paper to cut one panel. And you need 2 panels for each box. So let me show you this box that Debbie made. It's a great size. It's a great size for a gift box. Look inside here. Lots of room in there. Just think you would have your unlimited number of gift boxes that you could make. She used blue circle holographic paper under one of the decorative panels, and then also used the dies that are here featured for this piece here and the oval. And then she just put some Dazzle thank you stickers on there. So let me show you all these different pieces. You get pieces that can go on the sides. You have pieces that can go here. You have pieces that can go here. Larger pieces for here. And they all have these sort of decorative little stitch elements on them. More here. And then, oh, I made a mess of it. Here we go. Lots of flower and leaf things. All right, so let's move these out of the way. And then we're going to do a demo on how you work this. Oh, I forgot to mention the ooh, lots of stuff on my desk today. Here's the geometric arch and panel die set that Debbie used with hers. And this is sort of a really beautiful floral one that she used right here. So you can cut this, and then it also has this piece that goes around it, so you can cut just the negative, or you can cut the entire thing out using this outer edge piece. And this is what they're calling the arch piece, which I think is really very cool. It's very modern looking. All right, so now that I've showed you that, let's put together a box. So I've cut 2 panels out of red cardstock, so I needed 2 12 by 12 pieces of red cardstock, and each panel has a notch on it right here, or a tab, and I put some extra sticky tape right there on each one. There we go. And your boxes will already come, you know, with fold areas on them, so I've gone ahead and pre-folded this. So all we're going to do is, whoops, I forgot to put extra sticky tape on one crucial area. So I'm just going to use my Specialist glue from Cosmic Shimmer. And this is great stuff. It dries really quickly. So you could either use the extra sticky tape or this. Go. All right, so now, probably shouldn't have put my glue quite first, but that's okay. All right, so you're going to take the panels and you're going to glue, just align them, so one for the other. Yes, and I should not have put my glue on here first. I just got excited. All right, there we go. And then you're going to glue other side together. So I'm just aligning the ends. There we go. So that's easy to get the shape of the box. Then I take that glue end, tuck that in, and then go ahead and fold down my panels, the long panels. I should do that to the other side. Okay. There we go. And then you just fold these down. A little pressure on it from the inside to adhere my glue. And there you go. You've got this lovely box. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and close up my box, threading it through the little tabs here, because I think it's easier once it's constructed, kind of do my decorating. So So then I've cut out one of the arch pieces, and I've also used the cutting dies from the box set, and I've done a background piece here out of black. I wanted to make sure this was going to show up. That right there. Make sure I like how it's centered. All right. Now, I can either put this here, or I can put this here, and I can put this there. So I think I'm going to go ahead and put this here, because I'm going to be making a cookie box. There we go. Right? And then I've also die cut panel to go here. It's got some cute little stitches on it. That was a nice little touch along the edges. My glue is just slip sliding today. There we go. And then I went ahead and just used my computer and printer to write Christmas cookies, and then die cut that as well. I'm definitely going to do this Christmas and just do, I think I could easily get a dozen to a dozen and a half cookies in here depending on the size. All right, so now I'm going to secure this again. Well, that's just not wanting to stay for me today. All right, and now I'm going to cut out, well, I have cut out the flowers, which I'm going to be making into poinsettias. So I'm just going to bend each one a little bit. You could use a stylus to do this, or the edge of a paintbrush handle, whatever you've got handy. I'm just going to use my fingertips to give them a little bit of a bend. This. Oops. Flower there. Offset those flowers like that. Another little bend. Okay, and then I've got some leaves here. And I could put my leaves here. I will. Put my leaves up here so that the green isn't on the green. And I've just put a little bit of green ink on each one of my leaves just to give them some dimension. Whoops. Oops, oops, oops. That. And then I'm going to take some enamel dots. Pretty gold one. Center there. All right. There we go. So then I've got a little pretty little cookie box. I could mass produce these and make 20 of them very easily and then give them out to my neighbors and my friends for Christmas. This next box is the large pillow box die set. And let me show you the box. It actually makes a large and a small box. Here's the large box. And I made it using Country Chic paper pack and then just craft cardstock. And I also used the panel from the leaf and scroll panel die set. And I used the leaf panel. Let me show you that one right here. And I just cut that out of like a light aqua. But also, what would also work well is the scroll panel as well. Okay, and let me show you the actual dies. As you can see, it's quite large. So it would take 2 sheets of 12 by 12 cardstock to make one pillow box of this size. And I should also remind you that because these dies for all of the boxes are quite large, you would need to use a die cutting machine that had a wide platform. Like the Gemini machine, which has a 9-inch wide platform, would be ideal for these. So just, I guess, pay attention to the dimensions when ordering so you make sure you have the right equipment. Let me see what else we used here. This particular die does the panel here in the background. So this newsprint background. And then what I love about this is also it has these really beautiful decorative end caps that match the leaf panel. And these are the end caps for the pillow box, which are really beautiful. I think that just as a special touch. And then you also get a large flower die as well. And in a few minutes I'll show you how to make this flower. For this particular one, I just cut it out of like a tan patterned paper. And then I just used some aqua ink around the edges and then went ahead and rolled that up. It also comes with some leaf dies. And I used this particular one twice here. And then it also has a tag, which I used here. And it has a circle die. And for my greeting, I wanted to show you, I used this set by Card Making Magic. And this was the Sentimental Stamp Set number 2, which is really great. It has all kinds of friendship stamps on there. And this one says, "Love you yesterday, love you still, always have, always will," which I thought was really charming. So let me show you the small pillow box, and I'm going to assemble that for you so you can see how they go together. Lots of pieces here. All right, so here is the small pillow box. This size will actually go through the Big Shot machine, which is 6 inches wide. So I went ahead and cut 2 panels from Country Chic paper. And I've gone ahead and put some extra sticky tape on each one of the little tabs. And you just want to make sure that you're going in the right direction. So these particular little cutouts right here work together. Okay, so I'm going to align. So I have the fold going in on the inside. So this is the fold part's going to be on the inside of the pillow box. And I just align those straight edges like that. And then on the other side, just going to do it the same way, like this. Oops, stuck to it. There we go. All right, and then you're gonna end up with something that looks like this, your little tube. So then I've gone ahead and put the panel I cut from darker paper, and I just put that right over the center while it's still flat. Okay, now it's time to kind of push in the ends like this, and you want to have the notch on the outside of this one so that it's easy to open, and like this, okay? And then, whoops. Here is the scroll. Now I can take this one and I can wrap it around my pillow box. The ends aren't going to meet in the back, but if that doesn't bother you, that would still look really, really beautiful on there. And then, so how I would do that was I would take my specialist glue and just sort of make little dots all over this. You don't have to hit every area, but you do have to hit every straight edge to make sure that sticks down. Okay, and then when you, whoops, drip, 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 drip again. All right, and then you're just going to attach it like this. And don't worry if there's some seepage there because it'll dry nice and clear. And you're just going to wrap that around. And then what I did is I just went ahead and glued down these little S-shaped swirly pieces. Okay? Ugh, I have glue everywhere now. All right. I'm not going to glue all of that down because of time, but if you want to take a look at what that looks like when it's all done, check out the project photo. All right, so then I'm going to take my little, whoops, my tag, and I'm going to glue it. Wow, it's just not wanting to cooperate. I guess I didn't get any glue on that straight edge, so it has reason. Okay, so I'm going to glue my tag right there, and I used Happy, Hello, Love, and Thanks clear stamps from hot off the press. And in order to make my flower like this, I went ahead and took the flower die and I cut it from some polka dot paper, and then I just used some brown ink. I'm just using the Harmony by Spectrum Noir, and this is Seal Brown. And I'm just using my little stylus and going around the edges like that. And then to get this flower like this, I went ahead and I like to start rolling it with a pencil. And you roll it from the outside in. And I just start it like that. And then once I get it started, I don't need my pencil anymore. And then you just roll it right around. Keep rolling. And your roll does not have to be perfect, because when you get to the center, you're going to glue it, and it just has to sort of have taken the shape of being rolled. It doesn't have to be a perfect roll. Okay, so now you're going to put your glue right there on that last little circle. Okay, just like that. And then you want to kind of tighten it in the center, and I prefer to use hot glue on the center of that. Okay, and then I also like to bend back each one of my little petals a little bit like this, so that you're getting a little bit of curve. And you can use the edge of a stylus to do that, but I just like to sort of shape it a little bit. Wow, I should have glued that before I did all that. Man, I bet you guys have problems like this. Except that I get to have a problem on air. I'm filming. This is not great. There we go. Let's try that again. All right, there we go. All right, so that's the proper shape. So I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of my glue and glue this in place like that. It's already got the little leaf attached. There we go. So then you have your adorable little pillow box. Okay, and you're all set. Hey everybody, this last box set isn't actually included in our money saver, but I wanted to show you just so you can get in on this great deal. So we did want to include this square paper bag lantern die set, but we found out that all of them that were shipped to us were missing these two edge dies that went on the top edge of the paper bag. So we didn't want to sell them in our money savers. So we are discounting them. There's a great price on these, and they're still perfectly good. In fact, we made projects with them to show you. So here's a beautiful Christmas bag that Debbie made. It used the panels that are in the money saver. And she used a little doily, and she used green dot paper from Dotted Duos #1 to make this, and some red Ripple holograph paper. And of course a Merry Christmas Dazzle sticker. So as you can see, still a great idea. And then how beautiful to make this luminary. It's got even got a little light in here. Let me see if I can turn this on and you can see it. Debbie used, here we go. You can see that in there with all our lights on. How beautiful would this be sitting out on your porch, a covered porch of course because it's paper, or on your mantle for the holidays, or for a wedding. And what Debbie did with this was she used coral lace paper pack, and then she used vellum behind here so that everything could be seen from the inside. And then she also used over some of the coral lace paper, one of the darker colors, she used the clear glitter adhesive paper, which is really great, and then she die cut the panel from that. Okay, so I just wanted you to get in on this deal. As I said, it's not included on our money saver. It is a separate sale on these, so check that discount out. So back to our regular webisode. Check out our money savers on the right side of your screen, and if you're joining us on YouTube, please check out the links at the bottom, and also the links for the money savers, and also the links to paperwishes.com for more ideas. So thanks for joining me today.